Welcome to the Soccer Tavern, where we're discussing the history, culture, and philosophy of the beautiful game. My name is Dave, and in this video we're talking about the history of the South Korea men's national soccer team. Pull up a seat and let's start the discussion. The country of South Korea has a population of about 51 million people. It is located on the far eastern part of the continent of Asia. The South Korean National Soccer Federation is a member of the AFC Confederation in FIFA, which is the Asian Confederation. South Korea plays its home matches at Seoul World Cup Stadium in the city of Seoul. It holds about 67,000 people. In September of 1933, the Joseon Football Association was formed to govern soccer on the Korean peninsula under Japanese colonial rule. Soccer tournaments had been played in Korea since 1921. After Korea was liberated from Japanese rule, the Joseon Football Association joined FIFA in May of 1948. It then changed its name to the current name of Korea Football Association in September of that year. The national team has three nicknames: the Asian Tigers, the Taeguk Warriors, and the Red Devils. The Asian Tigers nickname comes from the national animal of South Korea being the Siberian tiger. There's no more wild tigers actually in South Korea, but at one time the animal roamed forests throughout the country. The Taeguk Warriors nickname comes from the symbol of two hands clasping together in the middle of the Korean flag. That symbol is known as the Taeguk. And the Red Devils nickname comes from the country's kit color. Also, the most passionate fans have organized themselves into a supporters club that calls themselves the Red Devils. The National Federation crest incorporates a tiger, which comes from the national animal of the country and the team's nickname, like we just discussed. The crest also includes a soccer ball and the federation's name in English. Pretty straightforward. South Korea has participated in 10 World Cup finals tournaments, including the 2018 World Cup. Its best ever finish came in 2002 when it came in 4th place. From a continental competition perspective, South Korea has participated in 13 Asian Cups. Its best ever finish was winning the tournament on 2 occasions, once in 1956 and once in 1960. South Korea qualified for the 2018 World Cup by finishing second in Group A of the final round of World Cup qualification in Asia. It has been placed in Group F for the 2018 World Cup group stage. Let's talk about 3 of the best players in South Korea's history here: Bum-kun, Myung-bo, and Park Ji-sung. Bum-kun is arguably the greatest soccer player from Asia and is the greatest South Korean player of all time. Cha made his debut for the national team in 1972 and would earn 121 caps while scoring 58 goals. He played at the 1986 World Cup and was often double marked to prevent him from scoring goals. He was nicknamed Cha Boom after his powerful shot, and he was one of the best strikers in Europe during his playing career. Myung-bo is the all-time record appearance holder for South Korea with 136 caps. He was captain of the squad that made the 2002 World Cup semifinals on home soil and won the bronze ball at that tournament, which was awarded to the 3rd best player. Hung played center back throughout his career and was the first Asian player ever to appear at 4 consecutive World Cups. Park Ji-sung is the most accomplished Asian player of all time. He won 19 trophies during his career and was the first Asian player ever to win the Club World Cup. Park's work rate and outstanding tactical understanding of soccer made him a critical player for Manchester United and the South Korea national team during his career. Park scored at the 2002, 2006, and 2010 World Cups, becoming one of the first Asian players ever to do this. And for the 2018 squad, Heung-min is going to be their star player. He plays as a winger for Tottenham Hotspur in England. He's a great attacking player who is quick and decisive with his movements. And a breakout player to keep your eyes on is Chang-hoon, who is a 23-year-old winger and attacking midfielder for Dijon in France. He's one of the most promising Korean players in the world right now. South Korea's 3 main rivals are Japan, North Korea, and Iran. South Korea and Japan are heated rivals born from more than 1,000 years of cultural, trade, and military conflicts. Japan occupied the Korean peninsula for 35 years from 1910 to 1945. These two sides first met in 1954 World Cup qualifying, and tensions run very high when the two nations meet. The rivalry has cooled from a political sense, and the two actually co-hosted the 2002 World Cup, but whenever they do meet on the pitch, it is a tense affair. South Korea also has a rivalry with its Korean peninsula neighbors, North Korea. The two countries are technically still at war and have been for more than 70 years. The nations don't meet much in competition due to diplomatic and security reasons, but when they do meet, there is always an undercurrent of the match being more than just a soccer game. Recently, news broke that a peace treaty will be signed in 2018, ending the Korean War, so things may change in the coming years, but as of mid-2018, what I just said is still applicable. And South Korea's final rival I want to highlight here is Iran. Tensions seem to have really increased during World Cup qualification for the 2010 World Cup. Since then, there's been bad blood and petty antics, mainly from the Iranian side of things by all accounts. There were some interesting stories about Iran making South Korea train on the grounds of an automobile plant and had the team moving hotels constantly. Petty antics and a good competition between these two countries had made this into a great rivalry that should continue to develop in the years to come. South Korea's all-time record appearance holder is Myung-bo with 136 caps. The country's all-time record goal scorer is Bum-kun with 58 goals. And one last interesting fact for you, South Korea has participated in the most World Cup finals tournaments of any Asian country. Like we mentioned earlier, including the 2018 World Cup, they have played at 10 tournaments. So there you have it, a bit of history on the South Korean men's national soccer team. If you have anything else to add to our discussion, please let us know in the comment section below the video. Thanks for stopping by the Soccer Tavern. Hope to see you again soon. Cheers!